Hello, Cancer. The energy surrounding you for May of 2026 is that Jupiter is moving through your sign, bringing growth and protection. And this gives you a chance to step into a bigger version of yourself. And we're going to see how this is going to play out in your reading today. And always remember, take what resonates, leave the rest, and check your other placements. Okay, let's see what we've got for Cancer. Okay, 10 of Wands. 7 of Swords crossing. Okay. Okay, don't panic yet. Crowning you. I said don't panic yet. 5 of Swords. Some of you feel like that you have been treated unfairly and somebody else is getting off scot-free. You're left carrying the load while they're out playing, doing whatever they want. Your past, Temperance. 5 of Cups is what is exiting right now. Before you, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, a lot of people want to default to marriage and commitment. That's all true. But it can also mean your own belief system or some kind of hierarchy, I'm defaulting to a faith system here. Okay, your strengths, Ace of Pentacles. I would say, Cancer, you have the Midas touch for whatever reason. Okay, then your environment is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so maybe there is a new commitment coming in. Ace of Swords and your hopes and fears. And your potential outcome. King of Cups. Oh yeah, this is a relationship. This is absolutely relationship. Okay. Let's break this down. As I said, I feel like that there's 2 different scenarios here. Because your current situation is screaming, they're out doing and sneaking around and doing whatever the F they want to do. While I'm left here holding down the fort, I'm left here with all the responsibilities. There is somebody here trying to escape responsibilities. And with this 5 of Swords hovering over you, crowning you, this is about not being treated fairly. Maybe even having blame put on you. It's like I'm seeing the finger pointing, the blame game, right? At one point in time, this seemed to be a very peaceful connection. Very balanced. And for some of you, this is where you're at, or this could even be part of the past. I don't know what, I'm just feeling that because I'm feeling like you've spent a great deal of time trying to heal from this. If you're still in this situation, you've been trying to heal, maybe you've been trying to heal the connection. And 5 of Cups exiting. That is not crying over spilled milk. This is shedding any kind of blame that somebody else tried to put on you. In front of you, ahead of you, is in the immediate future, the Hierophant. That can be a new commitment. That can also be some kind of divine guidance coming in. This could be a clergy even, a counselor. Sometimes this represents organizations, but it almost feels like, I feel this could represent a counselor or somebody very spiritual giving you some very solid advice. But you're very good at planting new seeds. This Ace of Pentacles in your strengths is telling me that you're not a stranger to starting over. And let me see. Oh, you've got 3 aces here. Ace, ace, ace. 111. Hierophant. Divine guidance. Okay? And your hopes and fears with the Ace of Swords. Is this real? You're hoping for some new ideas, being able to step into your personal truth. But at the same time, you're wondering, am I fooling myself again? Because I do feel that there is commitment coming in relatively soon. Potentially by your season, your birth season. But your environment is very loving, very nurturing, very healing. Ace of Cups can either be a brand new connection or a reconnection. In your case, I'm feeling new, especially with all these aces. So there definitely feels like some kind of new connection coming on the scene, potentially by your birth season. And, ending with the King of Cups, full of heart. Loving, nurturing. And I feel like somebody very even-tempered. Okay. Let's dig into this a little bit more. Your baseline by itself looks gorgeous. Even though right now, your insides are all tied up in knots. Even now, you're trying to heal from feeling like everything was your fault because somebody made it out to be your fault and tried to blame you, and they're trying to escape without any accountability at all with the collapse of this connection. And I'm hearing what was meant for you will not pass you by. So, not every connection is meant to be the lasting one. Some of them are here to teach us something. And Cancer, I feel like that there is a lesson to learn from this here. This here is the divine coming in with a new commitment. But I also feel like I need to say, before you commit to somebody, you need to commit to yourself first. And I think that was lacking. Not that it was your fault, but mind games, mind control could do funny things. Okay. Show me a little bit more about the current situation, please. Show me a little bit more about the current situation. Okay, we've got a story here. We've got the Star. And 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, Justice, Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely moving through this. And you're definitely, this is on the exit. Okay? This is something that you are leaving behind, and you are being guided out of this towards something that you can actually build, towards someone that you could truly build something solid with. And the Justice card here is also echoing. I just created a new word. Echoing the Temperance, balance, harmony. And I want to say justice being served. And sometimes justice could come up as a form of karma too. And the 10 of Swords here. And Spirit wants you to know, don't worry. They're going to get their karma. Okay? And karma's going to come in very swift. They're going to get their karma. Okay. I don't think I need to clarify any more of this, to be perfectly honest. Let's let's take a look at this. Like I said, you're no stranger to starting over. That is one of your strengths. You're able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and plant new seeds. And you're doing it in a very loving way, and a loving way to self. And that environment, also with that Ace of Cups, is a new cup of love. So let's take a look. I'm like kind of connecting that cup of love to this King of Cups. I want to know a little bit more about this new connection. Can you show me a little bit more about this new connection? King of Wands. Somebody who's very ambitious. Somebody who has their eyes set on you. You could be dealing with, it could be a fire sign. Okay. That would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this part coming in around your season. And next fire season is Leo. So this person could come on the scene during Leo season. I think that you are fully wiping your hands of this by your own birth season. And we also have the Page of Swords. We have somebody here who already desires you, who already, like I said, they have their eyes on you. They're watching you, and they're impressed, okay? They like what they see. Knight of Pentacles, stability. They see stability when they look at you. And whoever this is that's coming on the scene, that is what they desire. They desire stability. Is there anything else here? Wish fulfillment. And I feel that wish fulfillment goes both ways. I'm really curious about this Ace of Swords and your hopes and fears too. Why is the Ace of Swords here in the hopes and fears? What is this truth? Oh, Six of Cups. Okay. Four of Pentacles. You're trying to protect your heart from the past. Okay. This feels like this here was definitely a karmic. This was definitely a lesson. And you're to hold on to that lesson, but use the sword to cut the cord to the past. But don't let go of the lesson. That's what I feel that is. But in your hopes and fears, you're guarding your memories, your heart. And there's a fear that this person will try to repenetrate once you break free. Confirmation, please. You got the Ace of Cups again, Hanged Man, and Four of Swords. This is something that you want to put to rest. And you are also desiring that new cup, that new love. But the fear is based on this past, the Six of Cups, suspending your chance at new love. So, Daisy, hush. Daisy's giving her 2 cents into. The only way that this can happen is if you allow it. So, Hermit, inner strength. This is about being wise on sharing your cup. This is, recognizing where that cup came from and where the new cup is coming. You've definitely learned something, but this is also going within and self-discovery. And this as a recognition, recognizing the patterns. That's part of this lesson. So, yours is relatively short because yours is straightforward, but we are going to get some oracle cards. Okay. I almost forgot that. My bad. Any messages here? Signs from nature. Stuck. I want to say you're not stuck. And there are certain signs from nature. Manifest. Codependency. That whole situation was codependency. That's what you're afraid of. That's going back to that fear of whether or not you can hold off and protect yourself from your past, your karmic, from coming in and screwing everything up. Twin flame. I call this a karmic. That's confirmation right there. But you're headed towards positive change. Freedom. Positive change towards freedom and finally freeing yourself from this karmic cycle. And then you have someone coming in here with a generous offer. Yeah, the family has been concerned about you continuing to communicate with that karmic because it's thrown you off your path. But you have a true soulmate coming in. And don't accept any apologies. All that they are trying to do is mirror and project their own ego onto you. But your divine masculine is entering the scene. And it's bringing, this is like the lucky break that you've been waiting on. Okay. Let me get the other deck. Final words. Victory. And my guides told me to stop there. You will have victory. You will overcome this old tie, this old karmic cycle. You will have victory in love. You have a soulmate coming in. Someone who's very sincere at heart. Somebody who's very reliable and stable and trustworthy. Okay. Now I think Spirit is done. I hope this helped. Comment as you see fit. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.